Cam, thanks for doing this today. Hope you're doing well. I was wondering, what have you seen out of Ortre Smith in these first few days of spring practice? He's a guy that's kind of getting back into the swing of things after having some injuries.
I feel like Oche has stepped to the plate as we know he could be the number one receiver here. He's making great strides just to be like back on the field, just to get all the reps that he can back. But he's making great strides to be the number one receiver here.
Go to Colin Taylor.
Cam, a lot of guys have come in and talked about the energy in the building and how it's a little bit different than last year. I'm just curious, how has the transition to a new staff gone for you, and can you kind of describe what the energy is like right now?
I was kind of hesitant at first. I mean, anybody would be in that situation, but just sticking through and just listening to what they're saying and buying into what they're saying, and they're not just saying it. They're showing it. They're showing it through actions. They're showing it through everything we do. So everything is together. Everything is complete. There's no false advertisement or none of that.
And being hesitant at first, what ultimately sold you on sticking it out and staying here and not maybe trying your luck elsewhere?
I feel like sitting down with Coach Beamer and then sitting down with Coach Gray and Coach White, just looking at the opportunity that I have here in my hometown, just to do the things that I've been doing my whole life. So why not?
Joe Machika.
Hey, Cam, a guy with like E.J. Brown with all that size, what's it like going up against a guy that big, and how can you defend that kind of size?
Again, that type of size, you can't coach that. So you got to get in his chest every time you can. You can't give him no type of space because any little bit of space he can push off and make a great catch with a long arm, 6'8" frame. It ain't really too much you can miss. It ain't too easy to miss.
Dick Cox.
Last year, the secondary had a tough year. What did you learn from your experiences last year? And my second question is, who was your accountability partner on this team this year, and how's that going?
From last year, I learned really just it's not really about the football. It's not about practice. It's not about none of that. It's really about if you really love your brother. Like, if you're gonna do this for your brother, is you gonna take on a double team for your brother so he can get the sack or something like that. It's just stuff like little stuff like that that's been a key difference that I've seen. And my accountability partner is Marshawn.
Mike Cuba.
Hey, Cam, just kind of took my question there, but, for you personally, as you look into this season, I mean, what have you learned, just for yourself as a person that's going to be able to help you heading into this season?
I need to be more of a vocal and communicative person. I'm really not like outgoing or that you'll never see me rapping in front of talking a lot in front of the cameras and stuff like that. But I just need to learn how to be more of a leader, be more of a vocal leader, so we can change the culture around this team.
Lou Bijak.
Cam, how healthy are you, and just what you went through last year with the injury and that? How tough was that, and what have you done to get ready this spring to help you defensively and everything else on the field?
Really, I'm 100% right now. I haven't had any dings or hurts throughout this I'd say the whole time we've been back since December. But I just started really a lot, just doing push-ups, watching what I eat, trying to maintain actual body weight on my weight because it's kind of low. But I did gain 5 more pounds. So I'd say that brought in my frame.
Hale McGranahan.
What's this new defensive system like for you guys in the secondary? What kind of coverages you guys working with? What's it like playing with Coach White as the DC and Coach Gray as the position coach?
Really, we run a 4-2-5. It just allows us to really run around as DBs, just to run around and play free as much as possible. But, I mean, we still run out, bumping around man on the outside. We still going to get in our little quarters and stuff like that. So it's just basically the same stuff.
Colin Taylor.
Cam, what's Coach Gray like? And I guess a lot of the guys have talked about it being an aggressive defense. What does that mean in terms of a cornerback? What does an aggressive cornerback look like?
Aggressive quarterback isn't just like saying, "Oh, we're gonna just come press." It's a mentality. So saying that, you can't just know, "Oh, are we blitzing or something like that? We gotta press or something like that." It's the fact of knowing that and knowing how to do that at the right level to where everybody succeeds on the defense and everybody we get that one down. We don't gotta worry about that down. That down is done. We're on to the next down.
And what's Coach Gray like? What's he been like to work with so far?
He gonna be on you. That's one thing I know about. He gonna be on me. Ever since I got here, I've not heard one thing that came from him that hasn't been hard. He gonna always be hard on me. He's been hard on Dominique, OD. He was hard all over on me. So, cause he know what we can do. He know we got the size, we got the talent, we got all the tools, everything we need to be a great defense in the SEC.
Joe Machika.
Hey, Cam. So we saw Izzy and JC come back. Can you just talk about the influence those guys had on you at your time at USC?
Standard. You see it here. It's the standard. It's the blueprint. I mean, behind the boys for 3 years. It ain't nothing I ain't seen that made them great. I've been with them even before I got here. I've been having a relationship with them, seeing the things that they did, seeing the sacrifices they made to be where they are right now.
Lastly, where do you think you fit in this defense? What is your ideal role in this new system?
Right now, I'm starting corner. I feel like I could be the JC of the defense. I'm locked down one side. There ain't gonna be no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
John Whittle.
Yeah, you just kind of touched on it there. I was going to ask you about being the number one corner. What makes you feel like you're ready? What have you seen in your game as far as improvement from year over year that makes you feel like you're ready to be that number one lockdown guy?
I mean, really, I just came into the spring feeling like Cam, feeling like me. Ain't no hesitation, none of that. I'm just playing free, playing like my old self. So me coming out and playing like that, having that swagger about myself, I feel like nobody could beat me.
Last question goes to Dick Cox.
Last week, your defensive coordinator made the comment about rebuilding the secondary, that the big thing you got to do is be disciplined. And he said that actually starts before you go on the football field. What types of things have you done along those lines as a secondary and trying to rebuild the secondary?
First of all, just like you said, it hadn't really nothing to do with football. It's like being in the building on time, making sure you make weight, making sure you do your hydration test, stuff like that. That's just little things that build on discipline. You can't just turn it on, turn it off when you want to.